So, how about it? Want to help me give a little test to Larry?
Sure, no problem.
Great. I'll go get Burgess. Burgess, this is Larry. He's the one that needs to take your test. He speaks our language.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Giegler Larry. I'll be administering the Roaring Sand Shark test. I'll show you some pictures. You tell me what you feel.
Okay. Well, Builder, Larry, why don't you two take it together? Builder can be the control group.
I see. A human child. Yes.
Nothing else? No, happy feelings? Well, Larry, that's number 2. Next picture.
The Holy Book says, acts of undue violence will be met with severe punishment, not limited to on-the-spot firing from a cannon into the sun.
Wow, I agree with the first part. Not so much about the cannon, though.
Now let's take that no violence bit.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Friendship with animals?
What's wrong, Larry? What do you see?
It reminds me of someone.
Who?
Howlett. When we made the agreement, we shook, hand to claw. When I saw this picture, it reminded me of that day.
Larry, that feeling? It's called friendship.
Friends. I understand.
Couple deep in love?
Xena! Xena!
An old love. Larry, are you okay?
I loved you, Xena. Where are you? Where have you gone? Why did you leave me?
A love lost. A story as old as time. I understand, Larry. Phew! Okay, we're finished. Now, let me see the results. Wowee! You're as stable as a table.
So, Burgess, how did our President Larry fare?
Let me see. Normal as can be. No violent tendencies, no hateful feelings. Just a tinge of 100% genuine sadness.
So, he should be safe to live amongst us?
I would give a most certain yes. He seems to understand us and doesn't hold any harmful feelings.
Oh, great.
Thank you, Mayor. Uniform boy, strong person, and quiet lady with bird.
Larry, have you thought about what you'll do next?
No. If I go back, I might have to fight Gary for the leadership position. I don't want that. If I may, I would request that I be permitted to stay in Sandrock a while longer.
Of course, Larry. Take all the time you need. I'll check to see if someone might have something for you to do in town to sustain yourself. Although, truth be told, there might be some resistance to see a former enemy in town. I'll leave you for now. Make yourself at home, and welcome to Sandrock.
Alright, good. We're done.
So, Haru, how's the research? Anything you need to know? You know I'll help out with whatever you need. Oh, hey! Why don't you join us? Haru's making a big decision about where to go to school, and he needs some advice.
Sure, what's bothering you?
I guess I'm thinking about where I belong. Director Chi spoke at length about the university in Vega 5. It seems like an amazing place, but their system sounds too rigorous to me. I feel like I'd be a little stifled there. The director thinks I'd be better in a more open learning environment too.
Ah, like Atara University, right?
Yeah, I've contacted the admissions over there already, and they told me what I need to do to enroll. I was really worried that I didn't have the qualifications, but Mayor Trudy wrote a letter of recommendation for me. I just need to pass an entrance exam. So, maybe that's the way to go? But it's expensive.
Can't go wrong with Atara. And don't worry about tuition too much. Plenty of people get scholarships to go in, and I reckon you're a shoo-in. Besides, there are competitions and internships to help you out too. You can do an exchange program in Vega 5 anyway, so you won't be missing anything by going with Atara U.
Wow, I didn't know any of that. The idea of being in a real classroom is exciting, but intimidating. I only came to school in Sandrock for a couple of days before it shut down, so I ended up reading chemistry books on my own. I didn't really have anyone to tell me if I was wrong, so I just experiment and see. I even had a few accidents, which freaked Logan out a bit. What if my self-taught methods don't allow me to fit in at Atara U?
Learning on your own shows how capable you are.
Exactly. You've already learned so much on your own. Just imagine how much better it's going to be when you have experts to help you out. And trust me, Atara U has some of the best minds in the free cities.
I suppose if I can ask someone whether or not it's possible to do a thing, and they can tell me not to because they've tried it already, at the very least, I'll be saving a lot of time.
You got it. And really, most folks lack the discipline to teach themselves much of anything, let alone something like chemistry. You're already leaps and bounds ahead of the other applicants, I reckon. Anyway, regardless of where you go, I hope it all goes well. Can't wait to see your name attached to some groundbreaking discovery.
Thanks. Talking to you two, I feel a lot better about the situation.
You're doing the right thing. Your friends can come visit you and the years will pass by before you know it. Heck, send us your resume when you get out. We'll put you to work.
Hard to say where we'll all be then, but yes, that does sound very nice.
Back to it.
Yes, so long.
I now remember why I was going this way. I actually forgot because of that conversation. I was going to renew the ad.
You said they did what now? Duvo said they didn't know there was gonna be a whole army running up in Sandrock?
Surely a lie. But if we choose to believe it, war can be avoided.
What in the I say, what in the sand farming Monday to Friday calamari cat crap is that?
They've backed down. They had a bunch of other agents and spies turn themselves in. We got some of our people back from Lucian. Duvos looks weak. I think we can count on them being a lot less bold, at least for a while.
That sounds like a load of bullpucky to me. Tell us how many other secrets you're keeping from us. Yeah, sure, pal. If y'all think they're really gonna tell us everything, I got a Yakmel cart to sell you.
Surely they know that we know. Didn't we intercept the calls between Matildo and Duvos? Both sides are lying to each other.
That does seem to be the case.
Well, maybe it really was Matilda all along, and the telegraphs were faked.
Why don't you fly up there and ask her yourself?
Maybe I will.
Ahem. Sounds like a return to an uneasy peace. Have you seen the news? The paper published an official report on everything that happened here. It just made its way into town today.
Tensions are simmering as negotiations between the Alliance and Duvos has reached a tentative but peaceful standstill. It is now widely known Duvos' recent invasion of Sandrock was a direct violation of the ceasefire, but Devosian Empire is disavowing knowledge of the military action, claiming that an agent known only as Matilda was acting alone in organizing and carrying it out. Dubious, the Alliance agreed that they would back down on the condition that any other Duvos agents operating covertly within the Alliance territory reveal themselves. So far, over 20 Duvos agents have come forward to be extracted. Furthermore, an exchange has taken place involving the return of Lucian prisoners to the Alliance. Negotiations are still ongoing. It cannot be understated the incredible bravery that the people of Sandrock put on display as they uncovered this plot, and furthermore held off the invasion long enough for reinforcements to arrive. It is because of their courage that Sandrock yet stands. The powerful relics below the newly discovered ruins remain under Alliance control. War criminals Commander Lifu and their knight Pen have been transferred to maximum security prisons, where they will serve life sentences on multiple charges, included but not limited to illegal occupation of Alliance territory, grand conspiracy, and first-degree murder. Duvos has disavowed the crimes and not requested prisoner exchange. Other POWs, who the Duvos Empire has identified as rogue agents, will be sent back to Duvos for tribunal. The Entori Times will continue to follow and report on this incident as it unfolds. Duvos debacle de-escalates after weeks of skirmishing along the border. Let's see.
Each side is aware of the other's intentions. All this posturing is to reassure the public. It's hard to say what's really going on behind the scenes.
Whatever the case, I'd tell anyone you know to steer clear of the border for the foreseeable future.
They're just licking their wounds.
Yep, pretty much. They're downplaying the whole operation. No doubt just thinking about their next move. Meanwhile, we're still searching for more Duvos operatives. The ones they'll certainly forget to tell us about. Although, what if we do find more spies, after they say they recalled them all? How bad would that be?
I don't know. Spies in Medi, of all places. Well, if there was ever a time to speed up our North development plans, Duvos has given us every reason we need. Them being aggressive towards us and Ethia will only encourage us to bolster our defenses.
I don't know. They slipped through once. They could slip through again. Maybe we need to start preparing at home. What's your schedule like for the next year? Never mind that. Put us down for 8,000 arrow cannons. Your country needs you.
The North plan isn't an invitation for war. Even if it was, the fighting wouldn't be in Sandrock for years. The purpose of the plan is just to improve transportation around the free cities. Get rid of blind spots.
Aha! Pa, when did you decide to get so involved in world politics?
I don't know. How about after our home was invaded and nearly brought to ruin? Besides, just our responsibility as citizens of Sandrock and part of the Alliance to stay up to date with such affairs.
Whatever the case, I'd tell anyone you know to steer clear of the border for the foreseeable future.
Wow, life in prison for Penn.
Yes, sir. As it should be. If, and you ask me, should have been he we done shot in the space. Who made that call anyhow?
It's a shame. A guy with talents like that. He easily could have been the hero he always pretended he was. Wonder what happened that got him so messed up.
Well, there's no changing what happened, what he did. I just hope one day he takes some responsibility for his crimes.
Whatever the case, I'd tell anyone you know to steer clear of the border for the foreseeable future.
I hope they go easy on stuff.
That soldier who surrendered, yes? Well, Duvos has requested that the Alliance send back their troops for tribunal. We are pretending that they're rogue agents, remember? Traitors to the Duvos cause.
Heck, I I wouldn't be too surprised if some of them get lost on the way home. Perfect time to disappear and join the free cities. Nobody really wants war.
Oh, what a sorrowful tale. Woe is the man forced to suffer the consequences of his own actions. Where's that feller holed up again? I'd like to send over a gift. The world's smallest fiddle.
So he can play himself the saddest song in the world?
Yeah!
Whatever the case, I'd tell anyone you know to steer clear of the border for the foreseeable future.
They wouldn't be stupid enough to try something like that again anytime soon. The way I see it, our path to a better Sandrock is wide open.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Look at you, Pa, and your nuanced takes on hot-button issues.
Just a proud Sandrock citizen. That's all. Always have been.
That ain't how I recall it. Remember how you used to always get up in a fuss every time old Lou tried to tell you what to do? It's for the good of the town, Hugo.
I'll show you the good of the town.
And you'd get a big old plume of smoke out of the forge. Remember? Huh? Remember? Why's your face going all red? All the blood rushing to your head? For the membering?
Look, that was then, this is now. People change, things change.
Sure, I read you loud and clear, pal. You're trying to put your big old brain on display here in front of...
Well, you know what they all say. Something, something. Don't talk too much about politics and religion. I think we all have a lot to get back to, don't we? Bet old Bessie's hungry, eh? Uncle Coop?
Holy milking mackerel! Done went and let half the day pass me by with you gossiping gusses talking about Duvos this and world domination that. I gotta feed them yakmel. Don't y'all worry though, I'll be back to yell at each of you, for reasons varying from individual to
On spring 9, 279, Marcus. Well, Simmons, it looks like the end of the world is upon us, and it ended because of war, not because of our product. That means you owe me a soda. Oh well, no regrets, Simmons. From B. Simmons, we wasted our lives. We could have gone out into the world and tried to make a difference, but instead, we just pumped Greeno out into the world, a meaningless product, something that pleased no one. Greeno is a non-biodegradable radioactive sludge we encourage people to put in their bodies. It emits, ironically, greenhouse gases, traps carbon in the atmosphere, and is responsible for increasing global temperature by at least a degree all on its own. Communities with Greeno factories in them report cardiovascular issues, kidney failures, and the children suffer from developmental problems. The list goes on and on and on. Greeno is monstrous. It is arguably one of the worst substances ever created by man, and that fact is exasperated, exponentially compounded by the undeniable reality that it does absolutely nothing. Oh, pish-posh, Simmons. We did our part. We had splendid lives. And who knows, maybe we'll even get to take all the money we made with us to the great beyond. System 5 minutes until impact. I love you, Simmons. Simmons? Transmission interrupted. Sorry, Simmons.
Wow, you're finished already? Let me try. It sounds the same, but it's clearly a much stronger wood. It's amazing! I love it so much! Thank you. I'm going to go and prepare my song. It's the best song in the world. Just you wait.
The guitar you made me is so amazing. I've already planned the song I'll play and arranged a time for the competition. It'll be at 1800 p.m. in 3 days' time at the stage outside the Blue Moon. Please come and show your support. I really want you to hear it. Heads up to everyone out there who sees the vaguely familiar-looking lizard fellow walking around Sandrock. Yes, he's our former arch-nemesis who sought to conquer Sandrock, which he had previously assumed to be the entire world, based on what little knowledge he had. But no, he is not dangerous. We're putting him through a series of rigorous tests, some of the same ones that proved how insane Jan was, too. Well, hopefully prove that this Gegler is, in fact, not insane. It's the Sandrock way, the standard Church of Light teachings to never turn someone away who wants to be better. So we better put our money where our mouths are and pony up a bit of tolerance for our recently reformed friend, B. Many of you have heard about a giggler that was found by the Civil Court. He was, in fact, the former leader of the gigglers, Larry, that was previously threatening our town. After his defeat, he lost his position in his tribe and has nowhere to go. Thus, I've decided to allow him to stay in Sandrock for the time being. As a former enemy, I've asked him to be on his best behavior while he's in town. He has agreed. I understand you may be skeptical, but please show him the famous Sandrock hospitality. He speaks our language, and I have arranged for him to work with Owen at the Blue Moon. Go and say hi. Human customer, please try some of this delicious food. Holy yakma on a stick. They weren't kidding about a lizard man working here. And it even speaks our tongue. Now I have seen everything. Here to help me? I am comfortable with all the attention. He's a Sandrocker. Really? But didn't they used to fight against Sandrock? Did this dude get captured? I've been all around, seen a lot, but this takes the biscuit. I know, this is so interesting.
Thank you.
This is overwhelming. Okay.
I need help.
What happened to your voice?
It's my fault. I was so excited, I forgot water and rest. Sang too much. Now so hoarse. The showdown's coming up. What do I do?
Quick, I'll take you to the clinic.
You're so kind. Thank you. Hello, Doctor. I'm feeling a little hoarse.
Not horse, Raven.
Is the bird the doctor? Very peculiar.
Yeah, we call him Dr. Berdino Jr.
Glad to meet you.
The builder is joking. I am the doctor. Open your mouth.
Mute.
She is not mute. Vocal cords. Congested.
Congestion. Congestion.
Yes.
Doctor, what should I do? Will I be able to sing?
Did you before?
Drink herbal tea.
50 goals. Hand them over.
Okay, here. Thank you, Doctor.
Drink tea. Don't talk.
Thank you. I'm going to drink the tea. Please, take this.
That Yan! I can't believe he stole our work!
Is that a fact? I'm taken aback. Us builders, we're a pack. I know we've got each other's back. The Yan goes and does that. Makes Slack looks like he did Jack.
Does he always talk like that?
If you think it's whack, just give me a smack.
Well, so long as it doesn't interfere with your work, you do you. While I've got you all, let's talk back pay.
You want to take revenge on us? But we only just met.
Ever, my good chap, you may be thinking of payback. Back pay is money the guild owes you due to the former commissioner cheating you, overworking you, underreporting your wages, taking credit for your work, stealing your rating points. Well, the list goes on, but you get the idea. Wang Jr., you'll be getting 60,000 goals in back pay.
Sweet! Wait until my neighbors hear about this.
Ever, Red, Slack, and you too, Alan Carter, you're all getting 40,000 each.
Whoa!
Dope sauce!
Back pay is lit. That's a fact, Jack.
And Miss Mian?
Oh, that's alright if there's nothing there for me. I think these guys deserve it more.
Mian, you have 500,000 goals in back pay.
What? 500,000?
That's right. That's 500,000. 500,000.
There must be some mistake.
No mistake. Yan really did a number on you, Miss Mian. Nearly every commission you did since you got here, Yan took credit for it. But most of the money is from all the unpaid expedite work, and there was a lot of it. You never bothered to destroy evidence of your working hours, so it's all there in black and white. Curiously, Yan embezzled about 10,000 goals from your first couple of seasons here, but then stopped.
I think he was afraid of me.
Well, that is possible. You're well established that you are formidable on many fronts. Mian, you could take after your friend a bit more in this regard. Villains like Yan are easily scared off when you stand your ground.
I'll keep that in mind, sir.
That being said, your numbers speak for themselves, and you will no doubt continue to make the fabulous earnings that go along with them. Now, why did I do this in front of you all?
To show us how much better these two are than us?
Listen here, Miss Red, I do not play favorites, but I do reward hard work. I want to see the rest of you take a page out of their book. I want to see everyone putting up these numbers, or at least getting closer. We're all on the same team here, so don't be afraid to ask for help. Builder, Mian, you two will offer this lot some sage advice if they need it, won't you?
Well, I could try.
Stop by my workshop anytime, folks.
Very good. See, don't be intimidated. You're a teddy bear, aren't you? Yes, you and Mian are the star players on our team, but we need everyone at their best if we're gonna make ourselves into a formidable commerce guild on the world scale. Who's with me?
We can do it!
Let's make a pact to take it to the map.
Dismissed. See you at the commission board.
I swear this train just appears out of nowhere. The recycling from the factory, I don't need to see that message every time. I wish I could shut that message off. Okay, done with that. So I think now we're hopping over to the tunnel.
Not bad, not bad. These sketches, the minutiae of detail. I mean, hey, what's up?
He's holding something in his hand.
This? It's not what you think, really.
Relax, I saw nothing.
No, really. This is actually not what it looks like. You have to let me explain. Truly, think of how many conflicts and stories could have been avoided altogether if the protagonist simply stuck around and listened when someone says, "Let me explain." Ahem. So, this is just a drawing of a model meant to show off some clothing ideas. Yes, it's Amira. No, I didn't draw them. And yes, she wanted to be involved. I'm a stand-up guy. You know that? And so is Pablo. Uh-oh.
How did you manage to make this more suspicious?
Indeed. Ironically, I seem to have been hoisted by my own petard. But I do so only to protect a young man's dreams. All right, fine. I'll come clean. Pablo asked me not to tell anyone, but no point in hiding it now. He drew up these wonderful designs for clothing, and then buried his sketchbook in the sand. He says his dream is to be a fashion designer. And I don't really have a plan yet, but I just had to dig them up.
Please tell me you just wanted to recreate your childhood sandbox experience and you're not seriously digging up my... Ah, you are here as well, I see.
Never give up on your dreams.
I see you've managed to keep your mouth shut for all of 10 seconds, Ernest. Bravo. Drat. I wonder if the darling Vivi would find it too macabre to sew a zipper to your mouth.
Yikes. Look, it was an accident. And you were just on the way to somewhere else, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Seems a bit off the beaten path to me. What luck? Yes, let's talk about luck, shall we? You like spilling secrets. Why don't you try your luck as a 2-bit paparazzi for some trashy Ataran rag? By the way, I read your article in Kids today, and it was pure real.
Ernest is just trying to help you.
Yes, apologies. I do have a tendency to lash out.
Thanks for your concern, but this is just kind of how we talk to each other. The way Pablo just rolls these snappy insults off the cuff, it's so impressive. I don't even take offense. I mean, if I could learn to write stuff like that for my characters, I think my next book could really make waves.
Beware, for when waves are made, the friendship may soon capsize.
See? It's stuff like that that makes me want to endure pretty much any amount of scathing critique.
Forgive me, Ernest. My impulses have gotten the better of me. But make no mistake, my decision to bury these drawings was not one of whim, but of careful consideration.
Back at his studio, he seemed absolutely adamant. But it seems he's already letting his guard a bit. I think me being here is probably not helping. Why don't you try talking to him? Well, I hate to cut our little run-in short, but I'm not feeling so well. How long can you leave yak milk out? Looks to be less than 24 hours. Oh, hey! I guess if Pablo doesn't want his sketches, you can have them. Here!
Yes, I'm feeling a bit ill as well. From your sickening performance, Ernest.
Caught red-handed?
Indeed. Claims to have an upset stomach. Runs off like it's the 100-meter dash. At least limp a little, Ernest. I suppose he just whispered something infantile into your ear. Don't let Pablo give up on his dreams. I'm a little baby. Last part was ad-lib. He is young, naive, blind to the ways of the world, and he has everything given to him on a glitzy silver spoon. You think I would just give up on my dreams at the drop of a hat? No, only after being dragged through the dirt. Look around you. This town is a wasteland. Covered in trash and dust, this town is drying up.
and with it, the last ounce of culture these people have ever known. A few of them don't even bathe properly, and that's one thing I don't need to gossip about. No, no. You'll know who they are. You can smell them. When life is on the line, when every day is a struggle, when each and every one of these yokels is wondering where their next meal is going to come from, there is no space for art, no place for beauty, no time for dreams.
You have a talent, Pablo.
Thank you. Each time I hear such words, it gives my heart hope. And yet, with only a second thought, these hopes are again dashed to bits.
Which, strangely enough, I happen to be wearing, from what I glanced of those sketches, I'm wearing one of your outfits.
Let me pose you a question. The drawings you saw just now, would you pay for such attire?
I actually paid real life money, Pablo.
Really? Huh. Well, you're not just being contrarian, are you? Heidi, Amira, Ernest, these are my admirers. Yes, it would be my honor to enhance their outfits. I could decorate them from their braided heads to their stiletto toes. Alas.
It just sounds better and better. Come on.
Well, if you really like it, I suppose that means I have supporters from Atara, Sandrock, Barnarock, and now Highwind? I do wish the lovely Amira could have been from somewhere other than Barnarock, but nevertheless, it could be said that I have quite the national appeal, no? All right, darling. Perhaps you've made something of a point. If, and this is a big if Sandrock were to become a more popular travel destination, mayhaps there truly may be a chance. A brand, a penthouse studio, a fashion show.
When the time comes, I'll build the stand.
Thank you. I await the day I can rally the call. Our discussion has been most enlightening. Let us speak more of this at a later date. Goodbye.
Okay, done with that. Oh, I just took fall damage. We take fall damage now? Or have we always taken fall damage and I've forgotten?
You're here!
Good to see you. Ready to roll?
All right, let's
Well,
go.
before we head in, let's assess the situation.
We're gonna be facing some monsters, so make sure you're looking sharp.
Huh? Nah, I want to do this clean. No hurting animals.
Elsie, we ain't gonna be able to do this without hurting anything.
But we made the whistles, so as not to harm anything.
Not to harm anything more than we need to. I ain't saying we need to turn into maniacs, but...
We can try and minimize the hurt.
Of course. We ain't trying to deliberately cause pain, but we gotta know why we're here.
We're here to keep them away, not kill them. Howlett said violence should always be the last option.
We are the last option, Else. You want those monsters to hurt more people?
No, but...
I love you, Else, but you gotta toughen up. My pa was always finding ways to minimize damage, but he knew the deal. If you want to be like my pa, you gotta realize that. I'm sorry, Elsie, but this is the reality. If you ain't got the strength to accept it, I don't know if I trust that you got my back.
I got your back.
All right then. Well, let's head out.
All right, that's the first one. 2 more to go. I still feel bad about fighting these animals, though.
Remember, we're doing this to keep everyone safe.
If you insist.
You got this bit. I'm running up here real quick.
There ain't enough wind in the tunnel for the whistles to work yet. Shoot. I'd hope that after installing the first two, we don't need to fight no more.
Elsie, you're a little whiny. You've been living in Sandrock your whole life.
Let's keep going.
I'm sorry.
Elves! Looks like this here's the last one.
I haven't seen one of these in a while.
Better watch it.
Now, don't hit him too hard.
We've got this one.
There it goes.
Let's install the last whistle right here. But first, we gotta open up the last bit of the tunnel. The whistles need wind to work. You wanna do the honors? Woohoo! Awesome job! Last thing left is to install the whistle, and we're home free. The Southern Eufaula.
Beautiful, ain't it?
Sure is. I can almost see Portia from here.
Else, it's gotta be 200 to 300 leagues from here, behind another mountain range to boot.
I have good eyesight. Anyway, better head on back and tell the mayor. Oh man, just come back here when you're ready.
Oh, well, apparently I'm ready, because I can't go forward.
Want to head back to City Hall together?
Alright, let's go.
That is wonderful news. Thank you, Elsie, Builder, and Logan. And congratulations to your team as well, Heidi. The tunnel is nearing completion. It makes you think about the future. I really think this is the start of something big.
We're really close now, connecting Sandrock to Portia. The hard part is behind us.
We're connecting the free cities?
Yeah, when Sandrock grows strong again, the free cities will also flourish.
We still need a paving machine, right? You mentioned something like that before.
We did. But then our new commissioner told me that he could call in a favor and get my team one himself.
Oh, that's great, Commissioner Way.
It was a machine we built when we were trying to build a road through the peripheries. It didn't work out too well for us there, but I'm pretty sure it should do fine making a desert road.
Well, all that's left is to wait for progress on Portia's end.
Speaking of which, I've already contacted Mr. Musa about it. He said he'll ask Mint to come over and give us a project update. He should be here soon. Anyway, I'm really proud of you all. Cheers to us!
To us!
Alright, I'll be back with another episode soon. Thank you for keeping me company.